a 70-year-old guy and you're looking for someone who's 55 or 60, not going to be as many women there, but that doesn't mean that it may not work for you. I mean, look, we have an amazing infrastructure that we've been building for the last 30 years. Why not tap into it? Why not give yourself the opportunity? The cost is going to be about the same, really. By the time you figure it out with your airfare, the hotel, and everything you're doing, it's not that much more to actually do the tour. And plus, it's fun. It's probably one of the best vacations you're ever going to have because, like you said, you're still good friends with a lot of the guys who are there.
All the guys on the tour, I've got 3 or 4 really good friends from Costa Rica. We still chat from time to time. A couple more from Ukraine. A couple more from, a ton from Thailand.
It's like a singles vacation almost, like you're here and everything's taken care of for you, right? You don't have to reinvent the wheel, where to change money, where to do this, where to do that. The staff takes care of everything. So you're very well taken care of.
Yeah.
All your worry is, all what you're focused on is meeting the different women and going out and having fun. And then you have the support group of the other guys and our staff talking to you about these different things that you're experiencing, right?
Let me say something with the guys, because one of the things that happens is when you reach a point where you find someone you really like and you want to spend time, but they have to go to work during the day.
Yeah.
So what are you doing during the day?
Yeah, not much.
And so what happens is it's the guys that you're friends with that you go out and see some sights and do some other things with, killing time with, seeing the country while you're waiting for your significant other to be off work so you can go spend time there.
And plus, things happen and you're not sure what's going on. You can talk to the other guys. They give you good advice, actually. And you can talk to our staff, which you can on your own too, Max. That's fine. And again, I'm not trying to, I am, I guess, kind of pushing you towards a group tour, but that's just because I think it's a better way to go. If you go to our seminar, I'm not going to talk about, well, let's go over individually, guys. Do our chats. Pay for those chats.
You don't have to choose either or. Choose
no, you can do both. You can do
and
both.
It's only 2 nights.
That's
for
true.
a couple hours,
That's
2
true.
nights.
All right, Paul says, I had fun at the socials, but they weren't good for me to meet my wife. Most of the women at socials were too young for me, so I picked out profiles of women to meet. That's how I met my wife. All right. Well, look, Paul, I mean, that's one thing that I will say is that every social that we do is unique and different, right? And even when you compare it to the different countries, the ones in China are different than the Philippines, which are different than Colombia, which are different than Peru, different than Ukraine, which is a wild, crazy thing. So they're all different, and sometimes you may go to a social and you just may not connect with enough women there. But that's the beauty of the group tour, because like you said, you could have both. So you're going to the socials and you're trying to do your best to maybe find someone that can work for you at the socials. There's no guarantee you're going to.
If you're one of the ones that you wanted someone older, they're at the socials, there are some of those age.
There are.
Yeah, the majority aren't, but there are some.
some.
And if that's what you're looking for, you've got no competition.
Right, but like Paul's case, he said, okay, well, I knew who I was looking for at the social, but then I worked with the staff, we looked at the profiles, I went out one-on-one, and I found it. And that's why we do both. That's why when I talk about the group tours, I always say, it's not just about the socials. It's the best of both worlds. You get all what you would get out of the individual trip because the staff is working with you while you're out on dates. All right, are the socials the best place for someone looking for a 40-plus woman, or the socials geared towards 35? No, look, they're not really geared. It depends. Each social, like we said, are going to be different. Really depends on the makeup of the age of the guys on who we invite with the women, right? So that's what we're looking at. We're trying to give a little bit of something for everybody. The socials do tend to run a little bit younger, right? As far as the women go, 20s and 30s, some of it in their 40s, maybe some in their 50s. So if you're a 70-year-old guy and you're looking for someone who's 55 or 60, not going to be as many women there, but that doesn't mean that it may not work for you, because there will be some in that age range, and then you can do the one-on-one dates as well. If you're a 40-year-old guy, yeah, there's going to be a ton of possibilities for you.
สวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีค่ะขออนุญาตสัมภาษณ์นะคะแล้วก็อยากให้ช่วยแนะนำตัวเองสั้นๆให้เรารู้จักว่าชื่ออะไรมาจากที่ไหนค่ะ
ค่ะชื่อฝนค่ะมาจากอยู่แถวกรุงเทพเนี่ยค่ะ
โอเคค่ะแล้วคุณฝนเนี่ยดูเป็นคนที่มีความมั่นใจแล้วก็น่ารักแล้วก็อ่อนโยนมากขนาดนี้ ทำไมถึงเลือก AFA เนี่ยให้เป็นการหาคู่ให้ในครั้งนี้ค่ะ
เพราะว่ารู้สึกว่าแบบเหมือนเราต้องการหาคู่ที่มีเป็นความสัมพันธ์ระยะยาว เป็นความสัมพันธ์ที่จริงจังอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะคิดคาดว่าแบบเหมือนถ้าหากับทางนี้เราจะมีความมั่นใจว่าแบบชัวร์แบบแน่นอนมากกว่าโปรไฟล์เป็นโปรไฟล์จริงๆอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะ
โอเคค่ะ แล้วก็ช่วยบอกอะไรก็ได้หรือว่าอะไรคือเหตุการณ์ที่ทำให้เราตัดสินใจในการมองหาสามีหรือว่ามองหาคนรักในครั้งนี้คะ
เพราะว่ามั่นใจว่าแบบเหมือนทางนี้จะเหมือนหาโปรไฟล์ที่ดีค่ะที่แมทกับเราได้ค่ะ
โอเคค่ะ แล้วก็ช่วยบอกความรู้สึกหรือว่าอธิบายว่าผู้ชายที่ได้เจอในงานคืนนี้เป็นยังไงบ้างคะ
โอ้ยน่ารักทุกคนเลยค่ะค่ะ แต่ละคนแบบเหมือนมีอาชีพหน้าที่การงานดีนะคะ แล้วก็มีความมั่นคงค่ะ แล้วก็เหมือนต้องการเจอเนื้อคู่จริงๆอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะ
แล้วได้พบใครที่สนใจในงานนี้บ้างไหมคะ
ก็มีน่าสนใจค่ะ มีน่าสนใจหลายคนเลยค่ะ
แล้วคิดว่าพนักงานหรือว่าสตาฟที่นี่เป็นยังไงบ้างคะ
น่ารักทุกคนเลยค่ะ ทุกคนแบบน่ารักมากค่ะค่ะ
แล้วโดยรวมเนี่ยได้รับประสบการณ์หรือว่าความรู้สึกยังไงจากงานในคืนนี้บ้างคะ
สนุกค่ะ เป็นงานที่สนุกมากค่ะ อย่างน้อยก็เหมือนเราได้ประสบการณ์ในการเจอผู้คนใหม่ๆนะคะไม่ใช่ว่าเฉพาะเจอผู้อย่างเดียวก็คือได้เจอเพื่อนๆด้วยค่ะ
แล้วอยากจะบอกหรือว่าแนะนำอะไรกับคนที่ได้ดูคลิปนี้ไม่ว่าจะเป็นผู้หญิงหรือผู้ชายที่กำลังลังเลใจหรือว่ายังไม่มั่นใจในการเข้ามาบริษัทเราอะค่ะ
เข้ามาได้เลยค่ะ ที่นี่มั่นใจได้ว่าคุณจะได้ประสบการณ์นะคะ แล้วก็ได้คู่ตามที่ต้องการค่ะ
โอเคค่ะ ขอบคุณมากเลยนะคะสำหรับการสัมภาษณ์แล้วก็การมาร่วมงานในครั้งนี้
ได้ค่ะ
ค่ะ
ยินดี
ยังไงโอกาสหน้าเดี๋ยวมาเจอกันอีกนะคะ
ได้ค่ะ
ขอบคุณนะคะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
What I was starting to say is in the Asian culture, it's very normal for them to have a 20-year or even greater age gap. So age gap, it's not really a problem for many of them. It's a question of, is it a problem for you?
Yep, absolutely.
My wife is 41 and I'm 68. And I work out so once in a while.
You're in good shape. I'll give you that. Yeah. You look good. You
Not
take
bad
care of
for an
yourself.
old man.
Not bad for an old guy. You look all right.
It's all relative.
It is. It is. So, shoe one or show one. I believe that you should pick a wifey that you can see yourself together until death. Usually, I like to see how my lady treats other people during a date. What do you see that made you marry your wife? What was it, Tom?
She didn't reject me. That's a good start, don't you think?
I think that's a good thing. She liked you, okay, but there's got to be something more to that.
Interesting. When she was in America, there was a point at which we were facing a decision whether to stay together or break up.
Okay.
And I couldn't get her to a point where she could say, I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And she couldn't get there.
Good.
And so I broke it up. And then she came back later. We got back together and continued to date. And she said, I want to explain what I mean by that. I mean, when I meet you, I know you're a good man. And if you're a good man, I know I can fall in love with you. And that's why when you asked me to marry you, I said yes. Not because I was in love with you yet, but because you're a good man and I knew I would fall in love with you if I stayed with you. And that's why she said yes. Sure enough, I got proposed and we got engaged on Valentine's Day, 2021. And we got married 9 days later.
Fast.
And he was in love 9 days later.
Are you tired of the same old dating sites? Travel to exciting places and meet hundreds of stunning single women. Check out our website at
Bangkok-women.com